Hello, and welcome to Culinary Haven on holiday in the fabulous Las Vegas. I'm going to share with you our most interesting food and drink related discoveries, and we'll make a list of try to make it home of the most liked dishes, which will then become our new episodes. So, let the journey begin. We've just arrived. We're very tired. It's our first day, first night. After 13 hours of flights, two flights we've had, pretty tired. Everything is a little bit hazy. And now we're going to have dinner and take rest and start fresh from tomorrow. So, this is our first breakfast. We're sitting in a restaurant called Tableau, and it's actually outside, and the weather is absolutely beautiful. Sky is blue and sun is shining. And here we are. My breakfast has finally arrived. It took a while, I have to say. All usual suspects. This is our second night, and we're having dinner tonight in a restaurant called La Cave, which is a very interesting place. Apparently all dishes come in very small portions, sort of tapa size portions. So we've ordered quite a few, and just now we're just having a little drink and impatiently waiting for the dishes to arrive. Beef carpaccio with truffle oil, cream, and balsamic vinegar dressing. Tell us. That's not a good face. Fillet of beef flatbread, a sea scallop with quail egg, sliders with some tomato chutney. Fillet of beef flatbread turned out to be a very thin pizza type of thing with some very thinly sliced beef and dressed with some blue cheese and herb dressing. Very nice. The sea scallop, chorizo and quail egg dish is absolutely delicious. A must try. The sliders turned out to be a very good quality, char grilled with a layer of grilled and chopped mushrooms, and served with relish made with pickled tomatoes and onions. Very nice. It's another beautiful morning, and we're back in Tableau restaurant for our breakfast. Very exciting. It was so good yesterday, so we'll see what will tempt us today. We'll let you know. So, Mr. Stick to What You Know picked the Tableau breakfast as he did yesterday. I'm trying to taste as many different things as I can, so I opted for European breakfast. The breakfast has arrived, and this is the Tableau breakfast, first course of it. And this is my European breakfast, which is 3 poached eggs and some sourdough bread and a selection of fruit, pork rillettes and chorizo and some cheese, and also asparagus in this little cup with some flowers in it. It'd be interesting to see what that tastes like. The update, it's very good. The sourdough is good, not as good as ours, but still. Asparagus and green beans, they're actually pickled and taste amazing. Thank you very much. And here's the basket arrived with the pastries, and there's a croissant, some Danish with cherry filling, blueberry muffin with some crunchy streusel on top, and a palmier. So the pastry basket, the croissant was too crunchy, too dry. Palmiers were very nice, crunchy, but they're supposed to be sugary, lovely, and the Danish were very good. And the blueberry muffin was as it should be, nice. And the sparrows are getting their fair share of crumbs. They're very happy here. Good morning. This is our third breakfast, not on the same day. We decided to go for our third breakfast to this lovely place called Terrace Point. We're sitting outside, the weather is lovely, and the place looks very nice as well. For our breakfast today, we've picked a glass of orange juice, of course, some freshly brewed black coffee. I'm having a breakfast called Leo. I'll tell you later what it is. And what's the word?
Go for the other half.
My best half here is having a very interesting breakfast called crispy chicken and waffle. And we just can't wait to see what it's like. I didn't mention anything last night about our dinner because it was just rather unremarkable. But today is a new day and we're very excited to see this new breakfast and what it's all about. And this is our menu and this is my breakfast Leo. Can't wait. Our breakfast has arrived and this is the fried chicken on waffles and topped with waffles and with some egg on top of that. And this is my breakfast called a Leo. Stands for lox, cured salmon, E for eggs, and O for onions. And there are also fried capers there and toasted bagel, fresh cinnamon rolls, and a perfect cheese dish. So the dismantling of this tower going on really well, and it's very good. Surprisingly for me, it's very, very good. The waffles are lovely. The chicken is really crispy and not too thick. And the syrup really complements the whole dish very well. My breakfast, it's also very good. I love it. A very interesting additional flavor comes from the fried capers on top. You top it up with some cream made with creme fraiche and horseradish and some dill. It's very, very good. The cinnamon rolls are excellent. Super soft, delicious, crunchy on the outside, absolutely delicious. Finally, the cheese Danish, absolutely wow. And now we stumbled across a shop called Sur la Table, the art and soul of cooking, which we couldn't possibly miss. This shop is amazing. It has all these beautiful, gorgeous things. I want them all. Look at this, for example. I wish I could take it home with me. It's ceramic, really, really beautiful and really well made. Gorgeous. Or this, for example, parchment paper, autumn leaves. It's gorgeous. Well, these. This lovely water jug, very nice. Everything is very, very nice. I love this shop. So we are at the till. We bought a few lovely things, but I won't tell you what they are because some of them are presents for the loved one. And when nobody's watching, I eat Cheetos in my room on the bed until they're all gone. Good evening. Tonight we have a table at Le Cirque. Very excited. We've never been here before and we're just waiting here to be seated in the bar area. And they just give us a couple of drinks to make our wait less difficult. Chin chin. Now we're finally seated and actually already placed the order. It's a very beautiful room here, very interesting, very unique. It looks like actually you are in a circus. I don't know if people might mind me taking this video. I'll be very quick. We've placed an order, which is a 5-course tasting menu. Everything sounds very strange to us. We don't know any of those dishes and very excited to try them all. I just thought I'll pop up for a second just to let you know that we are here in the Cirque and I'm telling you all about this beautiful foods that were being served. Thrilled to bits. I forgot to mention that as we're enjoying our dinner and admiring the decor of this place, I'm also looking and see through these windows the famous singing Bellagio fountains. So we just got a little bread, a very proper brioche with this very distinguished classic brioche shape, and a tiny little baguette. I've just tried both. Oh my god, they're too good. Right, the amuse-bouche. It was a very long story and very detailed description. All I remember is cream cheese, something with cream cheese and salmon. Let's go for it. You have to spoon all the way down to get every layer. Try it and tell me. Okay.
Speechless.
I've tried it. What it actually is salmon and cream cheese and all sorts of things that we all know. But what really makes it is the dressing. Amazing. The first course has arrived and it's a Japanese yellowtail tuna with some beetroot and a Japanese dressing. I'm so sorry, I really couldn't remember all the things that the man was saying. But it looks very pretty and I'm sure it's delicious. Very good. We like it. We won't make it at home though. Will we? The last bit of this dish is like this little tiny pansy petal. Doesn't taste like anything. So it was probably just a decoration. But we ate it. We don't leave anything. Was it good? Yeah, it was good. Was it amazing? Not really. Well, they just took away those plates and all the cutlery that came with it. So apparently we were using fewer cutlery pieces than we were supposed to. Oh well. The second course has arrived and it's a fried foie gras on a bed of strawberry compote, and there was something about fleur de sel in the description and
There's a crust on it as well.
Sorry, what's that?
There's a crust on it.
Yeah, and there is a crust underneath.
On top.
On top for the texture, we were told. I'm sorry to say, but it is very good. And I normally would never go for foie gras, and I did, and I don't regret it. It tastes like the best liver dish I've ever had. That's the truth. My precious half has just been served with pairing wine with the next dish.
You don't even get this attention in Paris.
I didn't go for the wine pairing because it would be lost on me. I don't appreciate wine. I don't understand wine. I drink gin and tonic. There was a very long explanation what this wine does to that dish that is about to be served. We'll see.
This must be the most interesting place I've ever been in my life.
How come? What do you mean by that?
I'll explain again.
What do you mean?
I'll go into detail later.
Okay, can't wait. Next course is slow cooked veal cheeks on bed of parsnip and some Granny Smith and reduced choux. Right, I have just tried it and it's very tender, but what can you expect from a slow cooked veal?
It's good, but not. Well, very nice.
Okay.
Cabernet Merlot. So this one you get a different blend, so it's gonna be very nice around nice finish. A little dark for like the seeds, a little bit of currant. So both, especially for the chicken, veal, rich dishes and rich sauces. Was very good.
The next course is baked sea bass wrapped in potato, very thinly shaved potato, sitting on a leeks puree and surrounded by a reduced Pinot Noir. Surprisingly, fish, we think it's always white wine, not necessarily. And that is why the pairing wine was Pinot Noir. So, what's your opinion?
Good, but not spectacular. I think the foie gras is the winner so far.
I'll say that sea bass tastes like sea bass. I don't find necessarily that very sweet, reduced red wine is a good company for that. It's fine, but I won't try it at home. Nearly finished that dish. I have to say, I'm disappointed. I'm sorry. It's fine, but do you know what's better than that? Pan-fried sea bass fillet with anything, fries, mash, anything else, and not a tiny piece like this, but actual fillet. So basically, what I'm saying here is that I love good food, but I don't like pretentious, and I think that one was just pretentious. And another little something, blood orange sorbet on the bed of just coffee beans, which are not to be eaten, we were told. Lovely.
White chocolate ice cream, caramel mousse, hazelnut crunch, and keep your eye on the balls. Cliche as that sounds.
Wow.
Lemon brittle.
Oh my god. Ah!
Naked.
Wow, I just have to quickly try. Oh my god. Well, what can I say? It's just a chocolate with chocolate and melted chocolate on top. It's amazing. What's your dessert?
I haven't a clue.
You ordered it. It's an Asian pear. I'm very sorry, ladies and gentlemen. He can't remember. What I remember is that it's Asian pear with a little of ice cream and a melon ball.
Unusual.
It's delicious. It's like a souffle with apple and melon together. It's paired with some port. I'm having black coffee and double espresso. Oh, and there's a honeycomb as well. I have to taste that. Very good. But mine is better. We both decided that our desserts were the best out of 5 dishes we've had tonight. In the end, we were presented with a couple of lovely raspberry macarons, and I received this little souvenir, little box of chocolates, a little jewelry box. Overall, very interesting and unforgettable experience. Good afternoon. Today I'd like to share with you our lunch. We're having this spectacular looking king-size pretzel that is served with 2 different kinds of dips. It's very hot. And we're also having some absolutely irresistible chicken wings, nice and crispy, with ranch dressing and some celery and carrot sticks. Nice and simple, and this is the actual size of this thing. It's very good. It's soft, and I prefer the cheddar cheese and horseradish warm dip. These wings, I don't know how they did. Crunchy on the outside, juicy inside. I don't know. They're just perfectly good. So we decided that we're not that keen on the horseradish and cheese dip, and they replaced it with just warm, natural melted cheese dip. Very good. We've arrived to the Caesar's Palace, not to gamble, not to eat, not to drink. Actually, look at this panoramic display of all sorts of sports here. But this is not why we're here either. We came here to see Jerry Seinfeld show. Big fans, very excited.
The buffet is like taking your dog to Petco and saying to the dog, here's my money, why don't you go in and get the amount of food that you think is right for you. Use your dog judgment.
So the show is over. We're just out of the theater, just as expected. Really, really good. We've just returned to the hotel and having a late dinner tonight in the Chinese restaurant called Ready. Don't know anything about it just yet. We'll let you know later. We decided to start the dinner with these two cocktails that are called Mandarin Mojito, which name speaks for itself. It's just mojito made with mandarin fruit, and it's delicious. Right, so the starters are chicken satay, pot stickers, pork and cabbage filling, and vegetable spring rolls. Nothing new, nothing we've never tried before, but we never tried it here, so let's do that. We sampled all the starters, just not spectacular, good. And for the main course, we are trying sweet and sour pork with jasmine rice. But it's not amazing though. It's like those spring rolls. They were fine, but the batter was a little bit too thick and they were not crispy enough for my liking, and it was a little bit too thick inside around the filling. Chicken satay was okay, good. The good thing about it was that it was made with chicken thighs rather than chicken breast, so it was not dry. Good enough. Good morning. This is breakfast number 5. We are waiting to be seated in this beautiful place. It's so busy. We've been sitting here 10 minutes and they're not ready yet for us. What are you gonna do? The breakfast has arrived. My dish is called Nautica Benedict, seasoned hot bagel, bagel. Alan calls them bagel. Anyway, shaved ham, poached eggs, and hollandaise sauce. So actually, this bagel is filled with a very delicious cream cheese as well. It was very good. However, Alan's dish was not up to much.